My name's Keith Strauss. I'm the president of Sales Concepts. I've been here for 22 years. Really got here kind of by accident. Was thinking I'd end up in law. I was headed to law school, and twist of fate. Next thing you know, I'm working here, and years later I own it and am running the place. You know, thinking back over my career, I think from about age 8, I decided I wanted to be an attorney. I was convinced I'd be a litigator and probably eventually getting into politics. I have a poli-sci degree, but as I got closer to law school, one constitutional law class and then just some experience with attorneys out in the workforce started to make me wonder, am I going to be happy? Is this what I'm really supposed to do? So I kind of fell back into this situation with my father having this organization. And initially I was trying to determine what I should do or where I should go. Within a few years I realized I was very good at it. It was really something I felt good about doing. We helped people, and I could have a really nice life and feel really good about myself and utilize some of these skills even in my own household with my wife and my children. So it just felt like a natural fit. So I've never thought twice about coming here or staying here. It's an absurd answer, but we can work with almost anybody. Specifically, we've done real well in insurance, financial services, consulting, sort of intangible sales. We've definitely spent some time in manufacturing, distribution. We find ourselves in different niches quite frequently because we're referred. The key would probably be a culture that says it's okay to make some mistakes and we're looking to grow our people. Short of wanting to invest in their people, we probably aren't a good fit for some organizations. Some companies have come to us sort of at the 11th hour at death's door. They're about to go out of business, and at that point it's probably too late and they probably don't have the cash or the time to be able to turn things around. The best companies we find are ones that are doing very well, they're profitable, they're growing, but they feel like with a little bit of sophistication and some additional help, they could really reach the next level. So we work a lot with those types of organizations. Historically, our client mix was really more individuals. As the price point has continued to go up over the years, we almost exclusively now engage with companies. And usually they're progressive companies looking to invest in their own people, cultures that seem to have the ability to deal with not necessarily failure, but people making mistakes and always looking to grow. Companies that are forward-thinking enough that when they're doing very well, they realize that's the right time to spend some time and energy and money to make sure that their company continues to grow. Individuals who are open-minded, forward-thinking, people who just want to get better. I'd say what makes us different in Northeast Ohio is one, just longevity. I've been doing this 22 years. Al's been doing it 27. Sandler in general differentiates itself from other training methodologies, I think, with the ongoing nature of the programming that we do. A lot of our competitors are more into a 6 or an 8 or a 12-week class. We feel like if people aren't working with us long-term is typically years, there's not a lot of transformation that's going to take place. I'd say most of the individual success we've had, we just have people who have a whole lot more balance in their life. Typically they're making a lot more money. Usually they're not working as hard. They don't feel like they're giving up on their family or sacrificing a bunch of stuff in their personal life to achieve those results. The long-term companies we work with seem to feel like, one of my favorite quotes is a company that's been with us almost from the beginning. And every time we go to renew, they say, we don't know how much of what you're doing is contributing to our growth and our success, but we're kind of too scared to find out. So they're just perpetually engaged with us and feel like it's a major part of their culture, and everybody who talks to customers at that company gets involved in training. I think it sounds a little hokey, a small business owner talking about being fulfilled because of the business, because probably every small business owner wants to say that, but I think on a daily basis we get feedback from clients where we've helped them. Something as simple as, you helped me close a sale, or I closed a sale at a higher margin than we thought we could, or we kept the customer who was upset. The more powerful stuff is I have a different or better relationship with my father or my spouse, or the way I raise my kids, I now think differently. I mean, fundamentally what we do is sales training, but it's really interpersonal communication skills. So I get out of bed every morning feeling excited about what I do, because every day there's a new opportunity to help somebody. And I think we actually do that. There's nothing inherently wrong with the company the way it is today. We have a very nice, what we call lifestyle business. I'm making an impact. The money certainly takes care of itself. Ideally, long term, I'd love to see this company have a handful of people who, like me, could maybe go out and bring in new business, could deliver training and coaching, and who really would feel fulfilled. Although there is nice money to be made, there's certainly sales positions out there where you could make a lot more money. I think the ideal person to join our team is somebody who's maybe had some experience, done fairly well, but is really looking to have a little bit more fulfillment or feel better going to work every day. Over the years, as I've been involved, we've had pretty consistent longevity in most of our people. We like to think that's because we feel like it's a nice place to work. I think we have some good process and procedure in place. I think we give people a lot of freedom to feel like they can autonomously make decisions and work with their clients and do the right thing for themselves and the company. I think there's the possibility to have an income stream, whether it's an administrative person, it's a salesperson, it's a trainer, to consistently grow over time. We try very hard to invest in our own people. We're a training company, so we try and create opportunities for people to be able to grow and get more experience and to get, if they choose to, even outside the role that they're currently in. So historically, the problem we've had, although we have thousands of customers, generally word of mouth has been our best resource for finding new talent. Most people out there don't know who we are or what we do. Today, I look for business development people, potentially more coaches or trainers, some administrative help, and the hope is that Hiring Optics is going to be another tool that can help us maybe attract some talent. We're looking for people who really are drawn to the mission, which is all about growing people and feeling fulfilled. So we'd like to do more than just word of mouth. It's been fairly effective, but it's also very limited because there's a lot more people that could potentially work with us that have never really heard of us before. As a training company, I think historically we made the mistake of thinking if people just sat in our own training that we were helping them grow. That certainly is one component, but that component really only helps from a sales standpoint or potentially sales management with that curriculum. What we've tried to do is when people come on board, they're going to spend a lot of time, regardless of their experience level, shadowing the various people in the organization and the roles that they have. So they'd go out on sales calls with us. They'd certainly sit in training. They'd go out on monthly interactions with our current corporate contract customers. And over time, once there's some comfort in place, we'd observe them running sales calls or interacting with current customers until eventually, probably 6 months to 2 years down the road, they have enough comfort that they could actually do it themselves. We also invest in outside training for software that we use or some of the other implementation. Within the Sandler network, there's opportunity both regionally and nationally to get together with other people and get training, facilitation expertise. So a lot of the skill sets that we're looking for people to have, we don't believe they necessarily arrive with, and we have a lot of resources to help them grow and eventually get to some real comfort with those.